I'm Mrs. Newberry, and I'm going to share Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the first book by Jeff Kinney for my first chapter Friday. Oh, here it goes. This book was published in 2007, so it's pretty old. It's getting up there. And it is about middle school, and it is exaggerated. So any of you going into middle school, don't even listen to some of this stuff. Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney. First chapter, September, Tuesday. First of all, let me get something straight. This is a journal, not a diary. I know what it says on the cover, but when Mom went out to buy this thing, I specifically told her to get one that didn't say diary on it. Great. All I need is for some jerk to catch me carrying this book around and get the wrong idea. The other thing I want to clear up right away is that this was Mom's idea, not mine. But if she thinks I'm going to write down my feelings in here or whatever, she's crazy. So just don't expect me to be all Dear Diary this and Dear Diary that. The only reason I agreed to do this at all is because I figure later on, when I'm rich and famous, I'll have better things to do than answer people's stupid questions all day long. So this book is going to come in handy. Gregory, tell us about your childhood. Were you always so smart and handsome? Here's my journal. Now shoo. Like I said, I'll be famous one day. But for now, I'm stuck in middle school with a bunch of morons. Let me just say for the record that I think middle school is the dumbest idea ever invented. You got kids like me who haven't hit their growth spurt yet, mixed in with these gorillas who need to shave twice a day. Out of my way, runts. And then they wonder why bullying is such a big problem in middle school. If it was up to me, grade levels would be based on height, not age. But then again, I guess that would mean kids like Sharad Gupta would still be in the first grade. Today is the first day of school, and right now we're just waiting around for the teacher to hurry up and finish the seating chart. So I figured I might as well write in this book to pass the time. By the way, let me give you some good advice. On the first day of school, you got to be real careful where you sit. You walk into the classroom and just plunk your stuff down on any old desk, and the next thing you know, the teacher's saying, I hope you all like where you're sitting because these are your permanent seats. So in the class, I got stuck with Chris Hosey in front of me and Lionel James in back of me. Jason Brill came in late and almost sat to my right, but luckily I stopped that from happening at the last second. Is this seat taken? Yes, yes. Next period, I should just sit in the middle of a bunch of hot girls as soon as I step in the room. But I guess if I do that, it just proves I didn't learn anything from last year. Greg, will you please pass this note to Shelley? Why, certainly. Man, I don't know what is up with girls these days. It used to be a whole lot simpler back in elementary school. The deal was if you were the fastest runner in your class, you got all the girls. And in the 5th grade, the fastest runner was Ronnie McCoy. Nowadays, it's a whole lot more complicated. Now it's about the kind of clothes you wear, or how rich you are, or if you have a cute butt, or whatever. And kids like Ronnie McCoy are scratching their heads wondering what the heck happened. The most popular boy in my grade is Bryce. Anderson. The thing that really stinks is that I have always been into girls, but kids like Bryce have only come around in the last couple of years. I remember how Bryce used to act back in elementary school. Girls are stinky. Pooh, yeah, I don't think girls are stinky poo. But of course, now I don't get any credit for sticking with the girls all the time. Like I said, Bryce is the most popular kid in our grade, so that leaves all the rest of us guys scrambling for the other spots. The best I can figure is that I'm somewhere around 52nd or 53rd most popular this year. But the good news is that I'm about to move up one spot because Charlie Davies is above me, and he's getting his braces on next week. I try to explain all this popularity stuff to my friend Rowley, who is probably hovering right around the 150th mark, by the way. But I think it just goes in one ear and out the other with him. That is the end of the first journal entry for Tuesday. And if you want to know what happens to Greg on Wednesday, well, you'll just have to come in and pick up a copy of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the first book. It's a little fresh, I think, but kind of fun. And in 2007, it doesn't seem very different from 2024. I thought there was going to be a big difference, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed First Chapter Friday, and I hope you come into the library and find a copy of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Thank you, everybody.